Right. Send them in. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. No need to be so tense now. The fact that you're even sitting here in front of me at all should speak for itself. As Julia has already conducted a thorough interview of you already, this won't take very long. I just need to ask you a few last-minute questions, and we'll go from there. Sound good to you? Good. Firstly, and I'm sure you've been asked this 100 times already, but I just have to be sure. Are you absolutely certain you want a job at this factory? Yes, I realize you've had to jump through a lot of hoops already just to make it to this point. But I want you to be absolutely certain that this is really what you want to do. You are aware of this factory's reputation, right? This isn't your general run-of-the-mill factory we operate here. I'm almost certain you heard the screams on the way in. Plus, loss of digits, limbs, life, all of that's a weekly occurrence here, if not daily. There are no ambulances, no hospitals, just our infirmary and what our own medical team can do for you. If you're accustomed to anything that even remotely resembles a work-life balance, get ready for that to be chucked out the window. And trust and believe me when I say that quitting this facility isn't as simple as just walking out the front door. So I'll ask you one last time, are you sure you want a job at this factory? If you decide to say no, then this conversation can end, and that'll be the end of it. You can forget you ever set foot in this facility, and Julie will show you the way back to civilization. You can go home. Choose to accept, however, and there'll be no turning back. The choice is yours. I see I haven't managed to scare you off yet. Very well. The name's Wally, by the way. Wally Darling. I'm the manager of this facility. Welcome to the Rainbow Factory, neighbor. All right, here's your lab coat. Now if you'll just follow me, I'll show you around the facility. If you're going to be my assistant, you're going to need to know where everything is. And try to keep up, will you? Over on the left here, we have the lab. If you have any questions about colors or the test subjects, this is the place for that. Obviously, you've already met Julie, and the lively one over there is Sally. This machine right here, this is what we use to extract Spectra. Just going based on the screaming that can be heard throughout the factory, yes, it's just as painful as it looks. Across the hall, over here, is our infirmary. So if you're ever injured or in need of anything for any injury or illness, Poppy over there can sort something out for you. Yes, I know she's tall. She makes me feel puny. I assure you she's harmless. Moving on, over there is our warehouse where we keep spare parts for machines and other supplies. The orange one over there is Eddie, but I really wouldn't count on him remembering where to find shit. No, the puppet for that is Frank, and they're our inventory manager. Coming up ahead here is the production floor, and this is where the magic happens, you might say. All the colors that get extracted are brought here to be made into rainbows that we cast over home. This is what all of the pain and anguish and hours upon hours of work gives us. Now, just follow me real quick. I have one last thing to show you. Then I'll show you to your office to get settled in. This, right here, is the grinder. Probably the most dangerous piece of equipment in this entire facility. She's the whole reason we don't have a bunch of dead, colorless bodies lying around the factory. And she keeps our workers honest. So let me make this abundantly clear. Everything that goes on inside this facility is to remain hidden from the outside world. You are not to breathe a single word about this place to anyone. Not your friends, not your family, Just me and the people that work here. Failing that, betray me and this factory in any form or fashion, and I will personally feed you into this grinder, feet first. Do we understand each other, neighbor? Good. Outside of that, just be careful if you have to be around this thing. It's very easy for someone to accidentally lose a hand to this thing. Hmm? My hand? No, I didn't accidentally get it caught in the grinder. This happened a really long time ago. Whatever, it's none of your concern, really. Now, allow me to show you to your office. All right, my office is the first door over on the right. The next door down will be your office. I know, it's not much to look at. You're free to personalize it however you want. Your job as my assistant will mostly consist of picking up paperwork from various other departments and bringing them to me for logging. But there will also be times where you'll be sent to do other tasks and help out around the factory. Also, dark roast, sugar, no cream. Remember that order because I need my coffee throughout the day. Break room's at the end of the hall. Because you're my assistant? And because on any given day I have a fat stack of paperwork I need to focus on, and getting my own coffee every couple of hours pulls me away from my work. That's why you bring me coffee. Now, what was my order again? Yep, dark roast, sugar, no cream. You got it. Now fetch me a cup, will ya? Finally. That's all the paperwork for today. Still got a bit of time left before production wraps up for the day. I suppose I should check on the assistant and see how they're getting on. Well, they're not in their office. Where could they... Oh, you know it's about that time. They're probably in the break room preparing my 9 o'clock coffee. And if I have another cup now, there is no way I'm sleeping tonight. What the... What's... I'm about to end this guy's entire existence. Am I interrupting something here? No, you know what? Save it. No, they told you to stop 3 fucking times, and I believe I've warned you about this kind of behavior before. They're obviously uncomfortable. I have half a mind to throw you in the grinder for this. Oh, no, you don't. Don't you try to run. Get over here. You should have thought about that before I even entered the fucking break room. Neighbor, go to my office and take some time to calm down while I deal with this nuisance. I'll meet you there in a minute. As for you, well, it's obvious that my employees are far too tempting for me to trust you to keep your filthy hands to yourself. And unfortunately for you, I just so happen to have a little bit of extra time on my hands. Ah, I know. I believe Sally's still in need of a new test subject to experiment on, and I think you'd make the perfect candidate for some of the things she's been looking to test out. And it's been far too long since I've offered my assistance in the lab. Sorry to have kept you waiting, neighbor. The situation has been handled. That employee won't be around to bother you or anyone else in this facility again. Now, are you all right? Okay, well, I've pretty much got everything wrapped up in here, so if you want to take the rest of the night to recoup, I'll allow it. All right. Uh, no, I'm not going to give you a hug. I don't do hugs. All right? Good. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I'm on my way to the lab to help Sally with a certain test subject. Where are they? They were supposed to be back here half an hour ago. Barnaby, Barnaby, have you seen my assistant anywhere? Kinda figured you were going to say no. Worried? No, I'm not worried. I'm just jittery from the cup of coffee I had earlier. I mean, the guards haven't reported anything to me, so... There you are. What? What? What happened? All right, follow me. I'm taking you to the infirmary so Poppy can patch you up. All right, what happened? Because I find it very hard to believe that this was the result of a fall. You're not in trouble, but I do need to know if this was a worker that caused this so they can be dealt with. I see. You tried to pass along one of my orders and they didn't take it too well, huh? Well, the workers are just going to have to deal with it. You're my assistant. Relaying orders and passing along information is a part of your job. Damn, that's a really big bruise. Okay, I'm going to let Poppy take over from here while I deal with the worker. I'm giving you the day off, and I want you to take it easy during your shift until you're all healed up, all right? All right. Yes, Julie, prep the Spectra extractor. There's a nice batch of purple that I'm looking to whip up. I'm sorry, neighbor. The fuck did you just say? Glitter. Fucking glitter. I don't know whether I want to laugh or kill somebody right now. And it's in every single color. Shit. Well, let's see. We can't waste the color we already have. We don't have enough puppets in the holding cells to whip up new batches of every color. We've never created a glittery rainbow before, but... No, we don't know what sort of problems that create. We could end up glitter bombing the entirety of home for all we know. And the last thing we need is a fucking lawsuit on our hands. All right. Shut down production. Everybody take 5. Sally, I need you to take some samples of every color to the lab and let me know if we can still use these batches. You have 1 hour. And I need some aspirin. Talk to me. You're kidding. Okay. Do you think you could record that and we put that in the production schedule? I don't know, and personally, I don't care what we use it for. This is the best day of my life. All right, everybody, get back to your workstations. Looks like home is getting a goddamn glitter rainbow today. As for you, Abby, well, I'm pretty sure you just tried to sabotage my fucking factory, but because it worked out, I'm letting you off with a warning. If you want to try something different with the rainbows that we make, can you please just submit a request form because this could have gone really, really badly. Ha 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 ha. Fucking glitter, I'll be damned. Attention all Rainbow Factory personnel. A couple of announcements and reminders before you proceed with your work for the day. Actually, you know what? No. I have an entire grocery list of announcements and reminders for you all, so you all might as well sit down and get comfortable. Firstly, I'd like to take the time to welcome our newest members of the team. Almost 1,900 of you, holy fucking shit. Remember, if you have any questions regarding your daily tasks, our senior team members, Frank, Howdy, Barnaby, Eddie, Julie, Sally, and Poppy will gladly assist you. Or you're welcome to bring any questions or concerns to me in my office. Secondly, I'd like to remind you all that the various colors, paints, and glitter glues we manufacture here in the factory are not approved for consumption. I don't care how tasty they look or actually taste. Stop eating them. Puppy's already up to her eyeballs in workers that have managed to poison themselves and or glue their mouths shut. Thirdly, just a quick reminder that workers are not to push each other into the grinder for the sheer sport of it. The color wells are overflowing, people. Let's all just calm the fuck down. I'm also happy to report that yesterday's glitter rainbow was a smashing success with Holmes residents and has officially been added to our production schedule for holidays as well as Pride Month. That being said, I'd like to ask that you all refrain from throwing glitter literally everywhere. It's literally everywhere, all over the grinder, all over the floors. Multiple people have poured it into my hair. Thanks for that. It hit my mouth. It hit my mouth. Uh, uh, uh. Moving on. There are children. There are children currently in the factory. And that's not an insult. There are literal fucking children in this facility. Whose children are they? I don't know, but I'm adopting all of them. They're mine now. And if I hear of any employees injuring, killing, or experimenting on any of them, I will personally skin you alive and throw salt on your still twitching body. In conclusion, all of you seem to have gone completely feral. I don't know if there was a full moon now or what, but I will be requiring all workers to get their tetanus shots given all the weird stuff you've been eating, and maybe a rabies shot on top of that. And on a final note, somebody ordered pizza? I don't know who, but there's pizza in the break room. Feel free to help yourself, but the pepperoni is mine. I've claimed that. That about wraps everything up for the day. Have fun seeing glitter in your workspaces for the next 2 to 3 years, because Lord knows I won't, and try not to get yourselves killed. Yes, neighbor, what can I do for you? I knew it was only a matter of time. Fine. A quick look, then I want you to get back to your paperwork. Just be careful while you're taking a look at my prosthetic. If you break it, I swear I will fucking... Oh, you weren't referring to my prosthetic? You want to see my actual hand. Ah, sure. Mind the claws. Why does my hand fascinate you so much? The beans. What beans? My paw pads. Uh, okay, this is getting weird. You got to see them. Happy? All right, now, shoo. I need those reports by the end of the day. You're welcome. Beans. What a weirdo. I'm so fucking hungry. But this paperwork's not gonna do itself. Food. Work. Food. Work. Ugh. Yes, neighbor, what do you need? You brought me an apple. We're delicious. All right, what game are you playing at? Nobody just walks up and gives me an apple, not even Julie or Barnaby. No, no game. It's not poisoned, is it? No. I'm not going to find any needles or razor blades in it, am I? No. Did you spike it with literally anything from the lab? No. You just decided to give this to me out of the goodness of your heart, then. Yeah, I don't trust that. If I die from this, I'm going full poltergeist on your ass. Yeah, that's a pretty good apple. All right, what do you want? If it isn't a trick, it's usually a bribe. What do you want? What do you want? A raise? No? Are you seeking permission for something? What do you want? Nothing, huh? This really was just out of the goodness of your heart. Well, all right then. Thanks for the apple, I guess. Now, back to work with you. Hmm. Hmm. Good apple. Come in. Ah, neighbor. What can I do for you? All right, now you've got me concerned. I don't think I've ever seen you act so seriously before. So, what is it you feel the need to tell me? Oh, oh, okay. Close the door. Let's sit down so we can discuss this. Okay, firstly, can I just say that I really appreciate you coming to me directly to talk about this and trusting me enough to come out to me officially? I can't even imagine how much fucking courage it must have taken for you to do that, especially since I know I'm not exactly the nicest person in this facility. I'm proud that you were able to come to me and tell me about this. Truly. If you'll just hang tight for just a moment, let me just pull up your employee file here. So what's the name you'll be going by? All right. And your pronouns? Okay, this is just to remind myself so I won't fuck up in the future, even though I'm probably gonna fuck it up anyway at some point. And if I do, just shoot me a death glare or ignore me until I do get it right, and I'll learn it eventually. Hey, now listen. I've gotten mad at a lot of people for some stupid shit over the years. This is not one of them. I will never be upset with you because of your gender identity. And if you're ever having a day where your dysphoria is getting the better of you, you can always come talk to me or one of the other senior staff members. Yeah, Frank is actually non-binary, so I'm sure they'd be willing to offer their support if you need it. Now, what would you like me to do with this information going forward? Is this something you only want me to know about for the time being? Do you want me to pass it along to the rest of the staff? Who's allowed to know about this? Yes, well, obviously not Jeremy. Fuck Jeremy. All right then, I've updated your employee file so you're not going by your dead name anymore. And if anybody tries to give you grief over this, just let me know and I'll handle it, okay? You good? You seem just as shaken as you do relieved. Yeah, I bet that was a lot of weight off of your chest. If you need a minute, feel free to take a break and take some time to breathe and ease your nerves a bit. All right? I'm right here if you need anything. mm. Oh, morning, neighbor. Mm. Oh yeah, I've been here all night. I had some emails that I had to send out. Oh, you brought me coffee. You're a lifesaver. No, no, I'll be fine. I just need a few more cups of this and... Oh, God fucking damn it. Hey, you motherfucker, back the fuck up. None of my business, is it? Well, considering you just shoved me into the fucking wall, and you're laying your hands on my assistant, who just made it my fucking business. Yeah, not so tough when the 6'11" asshole in the room is up in your face now, are ya? Neighbor, are you all right? Uh, uh, this is your spouse? This is your spouse. All right, no, it's okay. I'll handle this. Yes, can someone get security up here? All right, buddy. I don't know who you think you are, picking a fight with me or my assistant. But you must not be familiar with how we do things around here. Oh no, I'll do more than just that. It's 6:30 in the goddamn morning. And thanks to you, my assistant will be needing to go to the infirmary again. And now, I don't even have a cup of coffee. So here's what we're going to do. Since you seem to enjoy beating the shit out of other people so much, you and I are going to the gym near the employee dormitories, and I'm going to use you as my own personal punching bag. It's either that, or I throw you into the grinder. Make your choice. Don't worry about him, neighbor. There's not a single place in this factory for him to hide. I suppose I'll just have to wait until he turns up. Now, look at me. It's okay. You're safe with me. Now look at me. Boy, he got your eye pretty good there. Okay, I don't usually do this, but come here. You don't deserve to be treated like that. Not by him, not by anyone. Now, come on, let's get you to the infirmary. Okay, Eddie, you need to slow down. You're talking 1,000,000 miles a minute. Now, what's going on? There what? Show me. Neighbor, what's... Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but please tell me you've just been sampling colors again. I was worried you would say no. That'd be a lot easier to fix. No, no, I'm not taking you to the infirmary. Poppy won't be able to do anything for you. What I'm saying is, unfortunately, you've landed yourself in my own area of expertise. Come on, I'm going to have to take you into the lab. Not experiment on you, per se. Treat. Let's go with that. I'm going to treat whatever it is you've got going on here. While I may not be a doctor, but I do know that the colorful fluids you're spewing up is Spectra. Your Spectra. Yes, that's bad. That's really, really bad. It leads to a condition known as grayscaling. At best, your colors will just appear faded and you'll have less energy. At worst, well, you've seen what the Spectra extractor does to puppets. I don't think I need to spell it out for you. All right, let me just check your eyes real quick. Okay, did you do anything or consume anything that might have caused any internal damage? No colors, no glitter glue, nothing? Yes, I'm still salty about that. Well, your sense of humor's still intact. That's a good sign. Believe it or not, yes, I've seen this before. There is a little fellow that pops in here regularly for treatments. His condition is chronic, to say the least. All right, well, the good news is it seems like this isn't quite as severe a case as I initially thought. I'm just going to give you a few injections to replenish the amount of spectra that you lost, and we'll see what happens. Hey, it's okay. I get this is scary, but I really need you to trust me right now, okay? We can't risk this getting any worse than it already is. Yes, I will try to be gentle. I'm treating you as a patient, not as an experiment. Believe me, you want this to work. Otherwise, I'll have no choice but to have Julie and Sally take over, and their treatments are a lot more unpleasant. Neighbor, I need you to sit still for this. Give you a minute? I've given you 10 since drawing up the first syringe. Look, I realize you haven't puked up any more spectra since we got to the lab, But that doesn't change the fact that we need to replace the amount that you've already lost. Otherwise, it might take you a week to fully recover. And I can't have my assistant out of commission for a week if it can be helped. Come on now. The sooner you let me do this, the sooner it'll be done and over with, and we can both get on with our day. Okay? Okay, are you finally going to let me help you? Okay. Yes, I'll be gentle. All right. Give me your arm. And 1, 2, 3. And that's one down. 2 more to go. Ha 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 ha. Not quite as bad as you thought, huh? Well, thank you for saying so. All right, neighbor, how are we feeling? Yes, well, your arms are going to smart for a couple of days. That's just the universally shitty side of getting injections. I will say that, physically, you look much better than you did earlier. Let's just check your eyes one more time. Oh, yeah, much more vibrant. Simply stunning. Oh, did I just say that out loud? Well, whenever you're ready, you're free to stand up. Oh, yeah, the head rush is a pretty common side effect of getting Spectra injections. Looking much more steady on your feet. Oh, all right, just to be on the safe side, I want you to take it easy for the rest of the day. And if you even feel remotely out of sorts, you come to me immediately. You understand that? Still, I don't understand what might have caused this. You're sure you didn't eat anything suspicious? You didn't consume any of the colors, not the glitter glue? You didn't consume anything random like, I don't know, grinder blades or a flashlight or anything? All right, listen, I've seen some shit. You don't even know. There isn't anyone out to get you that you know of, is there? Nothing, just crossing our T's and dotting our I's, as it were. Well, of course I'm frazzled. Grayscaling is just as terrifying as it is fascinating. Ugh, come on. There's got to be something here. No signs of any foreign objects. No signs of any color samples. No glitter. Damn, there aren't even any traces of food, drinks, or blood. This is gonna drive me crazy. Why the fuck did this happen? That's it. I need a break. I need a break before I break this microscope. Jesus, Poppy. What? Shit. All right. Sally and Julie, please report to the lab. All right, Poppy, I'm coming. Neighbor? Fuck. Okay, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. This is not good. Look at me. Yeah, there isn't any color to you at all. You've gone full grayscale. What were you doing right before you started vomiting again? Just reports. That's it? Okay. What happens now? Well, there's a device in the lab, the Spectra regenerator. It's basically the opposite of what the Spectra extractor is. It'll restore all the color that you've lost. It's just going to be very, very painful. Truthfully, if this doesn't work, it's going to be hell for you. Call it a hunch, but something tells me you wouldn't be too fond of being caught in an endless cycle of injections and sessions in the regenerator until this either stops on its own or your body gives out. I wish I had a better answer for you, neighbor, but right now, that's what we're looking at. All right. Julie and Sally should be in the lab by now. Are you ready? Are you still able to stand up? Whoa, it's all right. I've got you. Sorry for the hold-up, ladies. Yes, Julie, I know it's late, but we've got an emergency on our hands. If you could do me a favor and take another look at those Spectra samples for me, see if there's anything I could have missed. Sally, I need you to prep the Spectra regenerator. All right, neighbor. I'm going to be leaving you with these two for the time being. I'll be back to check on you as soon as they're done. There's no way I'm finishing all this paperwork by morning. I can't focus. Another cup of coffee should do it. What the? Oh, Julie, it's you. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. Thanks for the coffee. So, how'd it go? Did you manage to find anything in those samples I gave you? Nothing? That's frustrating. This is probably the only time I've ever wanted you to outsmart me. I can't have them keep working here if they're not going to get better. And if we keep subjecting them to treatments, well, that's no better than them becoming another test subject. I do love my test subjects, but it actually pains me to see neighbor like that. I guess we'll just have to wait to see what the next couple of days bring.